What on earth is satisfying about introducing somebody to the Dekker team?
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward together with the Dekker team.
We're excited that today we're able to have provided for you free access to over 403 episodes of the Inside Track on real estate on our YouTube channel. And they are about insider tips, like, you know, those insider trader tips? Those, simply whole living, and selling, buying, investing, just general information, and really how to have a simply whole life. And it's kind of cool that we've been able to do that. And yet I wonder why, Ken, would someone introduce someone else to the Dekker team? Why is it satisfying to them?
Well, that's a great question, and I really can't answer it because I'm part of the Dekker team. But fortunately, we have Virginia here. And Virginia, what do you have to say about what you get from referring? Not what the person you refer does, but what do you get?
So I love it, and I appreciate when people refer me to things. So if I need to get a roof done, or I need to a painter, or whatever that is, because it brings me freedom. It frees up space in my mind and gives me clarity, and also then I will take it from somebody who I know, like, and trust. And when I refer anything, I am hoping I am helping somebody clear their mind, getting clarity that they can go to somebody to get a quote and a referral and have a conversation. So for me, it's peace when somebody does that for me, because now I have at least somewhere to go, because there's so much out there. How do I find the one that is going to give me the best service, the best price, so that I can get done what I want to get done?
Yeah, we used to open the yellow pages, which don't exist anymore.
You.
I know it dates me.
The what?
The what? Yeah, I know. You're so young.
Some in small communities. I've seen some.
And close your eyes and drop your finger somewhere, and that's who you picked. That's a scary thing, especially if it's a big outlay, a big important decision. Like having your roof reshingled. Yeah. Or deciding whether you're going to shingle or put steel on it or whatever. Those are big decisions. It's a big decision, buying a home or selling a home or investing in real estate. And you want to make sure you got the right person on your side.
Absolutely, because even it's not just about starting the experience. It's right through, and it's not even when it's sold or bought. It's beyond that. So if I had something happen 2 weeks after, or a month after, or a year after, I want to know that the person that I worked with is still there. They haven't disappeared.
So that's satisfying from your perspective to know that the people you care about can still be in touch with that person, because after 30 years, we've been in the industry that long, we're probably not going anywhere for way more than another 30.
That's right.
Because luckily we've got the next generation already been realtors for over a decade.
Yes.
That even blows my mind, because when I'm 34, how can they be in the industry for a decade? Yeah. How can my kid be 34? How's that possible?
How can that be? I'm not old enough.
No.
Right, not possible. And yet the next generation, one of them is already working on his real estate license. So, right.
That's exciting.
Right. So
when you say next generation, you're talking third.
Yeah. Third generation. Wow. Which, hello, how does that happen? And yet that I can get where I like being referred to a business that isn't 6 months old.
Yes.
I just found a new tailor the other day. I was just introduced to Prestige in Barhaven, and somebody said she's been there for 15 years. And it's that's fantastic, because I know she has a certain level of customer loyalty, because otherwise she wouldn't still be in business. Yes. She's paying a lot of rent based on where she's located. So there's a confidence that she must be doing great work.
Yeah. Well, what I love about what you just said, especially of your grandson who is starting into real estate, and that speaks volumes to what both you have done and what Candace and Ryan have done. I mean, what Leah is doing as well, to legacy. And how many children, I grew up in a family business. There were 9 children. Not one of us wanted to take it over. Not one.
Well, Candace always said she would never.
Yes.
If you've not heard the show Never Say Never,
was a
you
great
might
show.
tune into that show because it's quite hilarious. Right? And then on a recent show, we actually had Candace and Angelica, our granddaughter who's 11, who isn't yet ready to get her real estate license. I promise you, we're not like,
And we're not pushing that way
we're
either.
not pushing it at all. And yet she was really honoring both her parents for the way they do work and the way they take care of clients and do business. Like, would you like to have someone beautiful serve you was this 10-year-old's message.
Yes.
And at that time, she was 10 when she did it for her dad and 11 when she did it for her mom. And it was a school project. That's kind of neat.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And that's exciting. And I would think if I was in your position, that's very honoring to both of you. And I would think for me, it would make me want to give even more to the people that I'm serving, knowing that this is for the people I'm serving, and it's also for my grandchild. It's for my daughter and my son. It's beautiful.
I don't think we've thought about it like in that context so much. It's kind of more like, wow, can't believe we get to work together.
Yes.
And it has its interesting dynamics. It's not all sunshine and lollipops and flowers. And yet it's
not?
It's not. Are you delusional?
I think it's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
It is incredible. And that doesn't mean there isn't things to work through. And yet what that says to me is that we can work through things that closely within family, then chances are we can work through almost anything.
Yes.
Right? And that has to be kind of satisfying to know
Yes.
that, hey, they're in it for the long haul and they have the capacity to work through hard stuff,
Yes.
even within family.
Yes. Yes. And so that is what is important to me as I refer people. It is about that longevity. It is that I know that that person, that company will be there for me or for who I'm referring to, that I don't have to feel, I'm not sure about that. I am sure. I know it.
Right. Has a client ever thanked you for referring them to us?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There are times, as I had said, that I don't know who has actually connected with you and who you are working with. And then there are times, because then I'll meet them at a Dekker team family, like whether it's the Christmas tree I'm picking up, because that's something that the Dekker team does for their families, for those that you have worked with. I mean, how exciting is that? You can get a Christmas tree, you can get a wreath, and then the apple pies and the chili events. I mean, amazing. Apple picking, it's fantastic.
And strawberries.
And strawberries.
The red stuff.
Not
Yes,
all
yes.
at the same time.
No, not all the same day. One every quarter.
One every
right?
quarter.
One every quarter, because then seasonally we get to connect with you.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. And really, it's because when we work with someone that closely and you build that trust with one another, you feel like family. And that's why we've called it family gatherings, Dekker Team Family Gatherings, because we want to reconnect. Because as you build a big business, not always can you have intimate relationships all the time. You kind of have it when you're working every day looking for a property
Or helping
or
sell.
helping sell it. But then after that, we get this separation anxiety, and that's why we
We get
created
it
these
for
events.
sure.
Yeah, so that people can come and visit.
Yeah. We love that even when the person you introduce us to chooses not to work with the Dekker team, or maybe chooses not to work with us now, and it's down the road, that we've had the opportunity and the privilege just to serve those that you love. It's really cool to be able to grow together because we're passionate about helping you get the best out of your life.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward together with the Dekker team.